Hi there, the world's best followers. We usually tend to find football news on Twitter, but now it has a strong competitor. Share in the comments below if you have already signed up for Threads and why did you do it. Also, don't forget to give our release a like. Let's get the show on the pitch. U.S. star Christian Pulisic will join AC Milan from Chelsea. Here we go. The parties have reached a full agreement on the transfer. Arsenal starting 11 centre-back William Saliba has penned a new contract with the club. His deal runs until the summer of 2027. Romelu Lukaku needs to come back July 12th, 13th to be part of the squad to start preseason. Although the players that arrive, first thing that they are doing is to come to my office and say hello. That's what I expect if he is still a Chelsea player, Mauricio Pochettino said. Multiple Saudi Arabia clubs, as well as 5 Premier League clubs, are in the race for Leicester City striker Kelechi Iheanacho. The Nigerian has no plans to perform in the championship. Arsenal have refused to sell Lloris to RB Leipzig for 44 million euros. Vice-champions of France demand 50 million for his services. Cristiano Giuntoli has been named new sporting director of Juventus. Earlier on, he was the sporting director of Napoli for 8 years, with whom he managed to win the Serie A trophy. PSV Eindhoven have completed the signing of the young American forward Ricardo Pepi from FC Augsburg for 10 million euros. Last season, he scored 12 goals on loan for FC Groningen. Tottenham Hotspur are considering an option to part ways with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg this summer. Atletico Madrid are the main contenders for the Denmark international. Former PSG left-back Mitchell Bakker has switched Bayer to Atalanta. The amount of the transfer is worth 10 million euros. Sofiane Amrabat, a man in demand for Barcelona and various top clubs of the Premier League, has received favorable offers from Saudi Arabia clubs. Former Leicester City and Newcastle United forward Ayoze Perez has joined Real Betis on a free transfer. In the second half of the season, he was representing the Green and Whites on loan. Ajax defender Jurriën Timber has successfully completed his medical ahead of his transfer to Arsenal. The agreement is expected to be officially announced in the near future. Ajax defensive midfielder Edson Alvarez has entered Bayern's shortlist for strengthening the midfield department. In case he gets recruited, Leon Goretzka will leave Munich. TSG Hoffenheim have confirmed the signing of Schalke 04 winger Marius Butler. Marius Butler for 3 million euros. Last season, he scored 11 goals in the Bundesliga. Rock Nation Sports International, owned by Jay-Z, has completed the acquisition of Brazilian football agency TFM Agency, which is home to global football stars including Vinicius Jr., Martinelli, and Endrick. I won't leave on loan. This is not an option. I want to stay and play for Real Madrid, Arda Güler stated. The former Manchester United, Bayern, and Ajax defender Daley Blind has undergone a medical check ahead of his move to Girona. He is currently a free agent. Former Inter Milan midfielder Roberto Gagliardini has joined Monza as a free agent. The contract is valid for 1 year. Ajax presented its home kit for the 2023-24 season. For the first time in 10 years, the club crest will be placed in the center. Liverpool centre-back Nathaniel Phillips has attracted interest from Leeds United and Feyenoord. The Reds value their asset at 10 million euros. AC Milan have extended the contract with Antonio Mirante until June 30, 2024. He will be the next season's backup option for Mike Maignan. Manchester United are in pole position to sign 20-year-old Urawa Reds goalkeeper Zion Suzuki, who is meant to be Andre Onana's understudy. While attending a concert by Brazilian artist Tiaguinho in one of the Rio de Janeiro nightclubs, Neymar broke into a heated argument with another individual, leading to some shouting and shoving. Security managed to intervene and settle the conflict. Borussia Dortmund's second-choice goalkeeper Alexander Meyer has penned a new contract with the club until the summer of 2025. Juventus legend Leonardo Bonucci has snubbed multiple offers from Saudi Arabia. He wants to continue playing for the White and Blacks. Sporting Lisbon have agreed with Coventry Town over the transfer of Swedish forward Victor Gyökeres for 24 million euros, setting a new transfer record for the Portuguese side. In the near future, AS Roma will make an offer to Manchester United regarding the loan of Scott McTominay. Jose Mourinho is personally keen on bringing him to the Yellow and Reds roster. Fulham mainstay left-back Anthony Robbins has concluded a new 5-year deal with the club. PSV Eindhoven have made Club Brugge winger Noah Lang their next transfer target after acquiring Pepe. Manchester United are open to consider offers for Fred, Scott McTominay, Jadon Sancho, and Harry Maguire. Barcelona want to get rid of Frank Yessia this summer, while the Ivorian himself is ready to consider approaches from Saudi Arabia. Paul Pogba, who missed most of last season's action due to injury, does not want to pack his bags from Juventus, despite interest from Saudi Arabia teams. Lorient's offensive midfielder Anatoliy fee has joined Rennes for 25 million euros. The contract lasts until the summer of 2028. Newcastle United have made Leicester City winger Harvey Barnes their latest priority signing. The Foxes demand £40 million for the footballer. Inter Milan are negotiating the transfer of Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Hugo Lloris. Alright, now it's time for the main news of the release. World football legend Edwin van der Sar, who was most recently the chief executive of AFC Ajax, has been put in intensive care in hospital. The Amsterdam club officially announced the matter on its pages. On Friday, Edwin van der Sar has had bleeding around his brain. He is currently in hospital in the intensive care unit and is in a stable condition. Once there is more concrete information, an update will follow. We wish a legend a speedy recovery. Just a few days ago, Christophe Galtier was sacked from PSG, but he has almost found a new job. Saudi Pro League outfit Al Shabab made a generous offer to the French manager. Galtier has already agreed to its terms. However, the deal could be complicated by accusations that Galtier made racist and anti-Muslim comments back when he was in charge of Nice. Because of this, the coach was even detained by law enforcement agencies. There is a possibility that he will eventually be banned from leaving the country. We would like to remind you that PSG are now headed by Luis Enrique instead of Galtier. Bayern Munich continue to be active in this summer's transfer market. According to the source, Die Roten have already agreed personal terms with 2 English stars. The Bundesliga champions have reportedly sealed a 4-year deal with Tottenham Hotspur legend Harry Kane, while Man City defender Kyle Walker has already been offered a 2-year deal. In Walker's case, Bayern are as close as possible to coming to an agreement with Man City, though negotiations with Daniel Levy still remain an obstacle. Carlo Ancelotti will officially leave Real Madrid after next season, so the Merengue are already looking for his successor. Florentino Perez still sees Bayer Leverkusen boss Xabi Alonso, who played for the Whites as a footballer at some point of his career, as the main candidate for the role. Although if an agreement with Alonso hits a roadblock, Madrid are willing to make a proposal to Jurgen Klopp. Perez is known to be a long-time fan of the German coach's work and believes that his style would be a perfect fit for Los Blancos. Klopp's current contract with Liverpool is valid until the summer of 2026. He has been managing the Reds since 2015. Seems like Inter Milan's main goalkeeper, Onana, will wear a Manchester United shirt even before the start of pre-season. The Red Devils and the Nerazzurri have almost reached an agreement on a €50 million transfer with $5 million as add-ons. The terms of the 5-year deal with the Cameroonian have already been settled. Onana is expected to be recruited by Manchester United before the end of next week. We will remind you that United's former first-choice goalie, David De Gea, has received the status of a free agent. Inter are currently looking at Shakhtar's Anatoliy Trubin, Bayern Munich's Yann Sommer, and Tottenham's Hugo Lloris as replacements for Onana. PSG have sealed another important signing. Uruguayan defensive midfielder Manuel Ugarte has officially become a Persian player. PSG paid Sporting CP €60 million for the 22-year-old footballer, the exact amount written in his contract as a release clause. Ugarte has penned a 5-year deal with PSG. Before ending up in Lisbon, Ugarte performed for Portuguese Famalicão and played for Phoenix in his homeland. Moreover, he has made 5 appearances for the Uruguay squad. There is a possibility that Ugarte may replace Marco Verratti, who wants to leave the Red and Blues in the near future. The recent statement from PSG owner Nasser Al-Khelaifi has enraged Kylian Mbappe. The PSG's main man believes the Qatari official is lying to the media, as Kylian does not remember him making a promise not to leave the club for free. Those words bring Mbappe even closer to the idea of moving to Real Madrid this transfer window. According to Marca, Real Madrid are preparing for this scenario. The Merengues are even ready to consider the option of selling either Fernando Valverde or Aurelien Tchouameni in order to earn money for Mbappe. Real Madrid will demand from 80 to 100 million euros for their services. There is also a very interesting piece of info from The Independent, where Mbappe is considering joining Arsenal. If nothing interrupts his departure to Real Madrid, Mbappe would like to try himself in the Premier League, where he especially likes Mikel Arteta's project. Folks, subscribe and check out more videos from our other projects. It's in front of you, so enjoy! Thank you all for your attention, have a nice one, and see you in a bit!